Hey everyone, it is High here, bringing another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to be discussing the Extreme Z Awakening for OG LR Prime Battle Goku on the JP version of the game for the 2000 day celebration. So with that, if you are new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. And always a shout out to DBZ Space and the Dokkan Wiki for info and images provided. So yeah, finally, the OG LR is going to get the EZA, which we all really would have thought that this unit here should have gotten the first EZA versus the Goku, the Zamasu Goku during the 5-year anniversary. But now we do have confirmation and everything in the news that we are going to be getting this Extreme Z Awakening here. So let's go ahead and check out the news here. For you JB players, you guys have already seen it already. So it is the 2000 day celebration here. It's providing us just basic information about what the unit is going to require to actually do the event, which we don't know the details on the event yet, to complete and to, I guess, maybe grind another 777 medals for a EZA of Prime Battle LR Goku. So basically the details, it's all in Japanese here, but it was translated, Google Translate here, so that you have to use these 6 units to actually get the Prime Battle LR. Alright, so this is the reason why that these 6 units, everything is now reopened back up. Also you're able to grind for OG LR Goku if you haven't got him yet. I think it's half stamina and all that good stuff if you want to go ahead and pick up OG LR Goku if you're new to the game or something of that nature. But all these events right here, starting from now until the 31st of July, so a long time. You have a long period of time, the whole month, to grind all these EZAs here to get the all these events that to awaken these units. Everything is going to be available till the 31st. So when you look at all this, start to grind now, because during the middle of July, this event's going to come out to go ahead and EZA awakening the Prime Battle LR Goku here, the Super Saiyan Goku. So I don't know how difficult the event's going to be, but the difficulty is really actually getting all these units rainbowed and EZA'd. It's going to cost a lot of Zenny. If you don't have a lot of Zenny, you're going to have to grind for Zenny. It's going to take a lot of time and effort if you have not done them already, right? So because these are all new or old EZAs except for the Lord Slug, that you probably would have done already if you've been playing normally through the game. So anyway, let's go ahead and actually take a look at the units in of itself, so we can do a team build real quick about about these units. So first and foremost, the team that you're going to be bringing, like I said, it's going to be that team on the news there. And these are the units here. Now, who's going to be the leader and friend leader? It's unfortunately going to be Cooler, AGL Cooler, which Goku is a tech unit here, so he's going to be type disadvantage. So let's go ahead and let's break all this stuff down, right? Let's go ahead and break all this stuff down and look at each unit to see, okay, who's going to be useful, who's not going to be useful, and what we're going to have to run in rotation. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and look at let's go ahead and look at I have to scroll down here, the Cooler first. So the Cooler, the reason why you're going to be running this unit is the leader skill, the all types key +2 HP, attack, and defense 50% only. You might go, wait a minute, there's not a better leader skill? Not to synergize all the units, right? Because some of these leaders are more category leaders, type advantage leaders. This is the only all types leader required on the team, and yes, you're only going to be running a 2 to key and 50% across the board. So you're going to get 100% increase in HP, attack, defense if you're running a friend, and 4 key. Fortunately, there is some passive skills here on the team that's going to be beneficial. Now, the super attack is the Death Flash. It raises defense, so that's kind of nice because we might need it, and it causes supreme damage to enemy and lowers defense. Now, the passive skill is Rapid Conquest here. Attack and defense 100%. Attacks effective against all types, all allies key +2, and all enemies attack and defense -20% when there's a Goku family category enemy, which of course the Prime Battle LR EZA Goku will be Goku's family. It is Goku, right? So it launches an additional super attack or additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super attack. So still a nice unit, but it is going to be type disadvantaged when he is on defense that way. So he's going to be type advantaged when because he's effective against all types when he's attacking, but defensively he might take some rough damage here, even though there's attack and defense minus 20%. We'll see if we can even lower attack and defense on this Goku, so we don't know those details yet. So that's the cooler unit. So let's go ahead and move on to the EZA Goku Black Goku, right? Zamasu Goku right here. So the leader skill is Time Traveler, so you can't use this unit as a leader, unfortunately. And the super attacks, it is a EZA LR, the first EZA LR that you're basically using for the Prime Battle LR. Causes colossal damage to the enemy and lowers attack is the 12 key, and then the 18 keys raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. So that's pretty good there. The passive skill is starting the Project Zero Mortals, or the Zero Mortals plan, and it's attack and defense 59%, plus 1 key with each attack received up to 6 key, and then launches an additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super attack when facing 2 or more enemies. So we're not going to get that. Plus an additional attack and defense 20%. With each final blow delivered, so we're not going to get that. So that's the unfortunate piece here, is that the attack and defense at 59% is pretty much all you're getting. Fortunately, that you are actually going to have some linking ability with another unit here that's going to provide a little bit of extra damage on this unit. And plus you have really high stats on this one: 18,000 HP, 18,000 attack, and 11,600 on the defensive side. So this one's still going to be useful, all right, but the stats aren't really going to be beefed up as much as you would like if you're facing 2 or more enemies, which we're not going to. So let's go ahead and move on then to probably the strongest unit of all of the unit that you're going to be using on this team here, and this is the Int Frieza. In the Int Frieza Wicked Bloodline category, can't use that. I guess you could use it if you're just going to be running the cooler and Frieza, but at 77% it's not worth it to alienate the rest of the units here. So, and this is the Death Blaster. Super attack is raises attack, Kaioken mechanic, causes supreme damage to enemy and lowers attack. Passive skill is 100% to attack and defense, and guard activated against all types, and allies key +2 attack and defense plus 20% when there's a Goku's family enemy, which Goku is one of those. So Cooler and Frieza itself is going to actually work really well together, and damage reduced received by 50% when guard is activated. So, and since guard is pretty much going to be activated all times here, this unit's not going to take any damage against this Goku. So this is fortunate here. Now the link skills are going to link fairly well with that Cooler, being that it is going to have the strongest clan in space, Nightmare, and Fierce Battle, right? So so very, very helpful when they're linked up together. So the strongest unit here for the LREZA event, and definitely rainbow all these units, right? So the next unit we'll cover is the Android 13. The Android 13 isn't very good. It's at least an int unit here. All you're really going to be getting, see the leader skill, you can't use that, right? Attack and defense minus 43%, that's pretty much about it. Causes supreme damage to the enemy and massively lowers defense. And the passive skill here is attack and defense 50% and changes tech orbs to rainbow skier orbs. And then you're going to get extra key here, and then attack and defense plus 30% per androids category on the team. So there's only one, unfortunately, so you're only going to get that extra 13%. So 63% in total, or it's going to be calculated a little bit differently, so a little bit higher. And that's pretty much about it. So that's all you're going to get for a buff for this unit here. Pretty decent stats when it comes to defense, though, so that's going to be beneficial. Versus like the Zamasu, he only has 11,000. And only going to get a 59% boost. That 13,447 is a very, very strong number for defense. So so I think he'll tank fairly well, and you might want to put him in the main rotation if he can tank fairly well. He's not going to have much of a link benefit unless you're going to link him up with the Zamasu Goku with Fear and Faith, Shattering Limit, and Nightmare. But that's pretty much about it. So now let's go ahead and move on to probably one of the weakest units on the team here. And that is the Int Rattus. Int Rattus is an AoE unit used for typically a world tournament here. Causes supreme damage to all enemies and lowers defense. Passive skill here is attack and defense 80%, which is seemingly pretty high, but that's all you're going to get because Key plus 6 attack and defense 60% and superclass enemies attack and defense minus 10% only when you're facing 2 enemies or more, which we're not going to end up doing that. Link skills, unfortunately, prepare for battle, Shattering Limit. Shattering Limit can work out there, but you have Nightmare, and then everything else doesn't really link up at all. So I would say he's probably the weakest. His stats, only 10,000, 14, and 8,000, even though his percentage increases are higher. The main stats are pretty low. So now we're going to end with the kind of the newest EZA here, and that is Lord Slug. Lord Slug is a tech unit, so it's going to be type neutral. And the super attack here, and once again, we're not going to use the Namekian's category since he's the only one. Super attack is Darkness Twin Star, causes supreme damage to the enemy and lowers defense. Medium chance of stunning enemy as well. So that's nice. Hopefully you can stun Goku, so because then he will be pretty useful here. Passive skill is Eternal Dominance. Key plus 3 and attack and defense 100%, so pretty high, just like the Frieza and Cooler. But plus an additional attack and defense 30%. The HP, the more HP remaining, the greater the boost. And then plus an additional attack and defense 30% when facing 2 or more enemies again. So so there's 3 units here that has the whole, when facing 2 or more enemies, and you're not going to get that buff. The stats is 15,000, 12, and 10 at Rainbow EZA. And he's probably, he has Shattering Limit and Nightmare. That's going to kind of link up with everybody here. And that's pretty much about it. So unfortunately, anyway, so those are the units. So what would you have to build, I guess, in a rotation team? I would say something like this. So you definitely want to have Cooler and Frieza in the main rotation, and then you're gonna have Cooler floating. You could have Cooler in the main rotation as well, but I don't know if he's it's going to be good for him to actually do that because he's going to be type disadvantage against attacks. He will be a type advantaged against giving attacks, but getting attacks he might take way too much damage. We'll see. We don't know for sure. This is just kind of preliminary team build here. Now I just ended up using the Zamasu Goku and the Android 13 on the same rotation. You could put like Lord Slug over here, something like this. But I would say definitely Rattus is going to be in it as a floater. So there's a couple of different combinations you can run, but for sure Frieza, Cooler, you definitely want to run both of them in the main rotation. Maybe Cooler in the main rotation, the second one, the friend, or just keep them as a floater, because when you have this lineup going on here, it's gonna probably work out really well with those extra extra buffs and stuff like that, right? So anyway, that's pretty much about it. I just want to have this discussion about this 2000-day celebration that's upcoming for the JP version of the game. Pretty exciting, finally OG LR Goku, Prime Battle Goku is getting his EZA. We've been asking for it. I've been asking for like 3 years. So anyway, this is the team that you would want to probably build here. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and got something out of it. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.